Hey everyone, hope your semester's going well so far. We're only a week and a half in, so hopefully it's not too stressful. Okay, so my project, which I'm paired with Riley on, we're looking at HIVMAT, or deep oscillation therapy, and how it affects the extensibility of the triceps surae muscle junction and Achilles tendon. So originally our project, it's kind of changed since we did our initial proposals. Originally our project looked at we were going to do a series of tests and see how it changes, how they change after HIVMAT, and then induce DOMS, which was going to be Riley's part, and then see how we can affect DOMS and if we could decrease soreness and everything that comes along with DOMS. But today, actually, right before I decided to film this video, it changed a little bit. So our new purpose is, it is still dealing with deep oscillation therapy and the effect of extensibility, but it's changed a little bit and looking at how H reflex changes from before and after, how it changes after treatment of deep oscillation therapy. And then we're also going to look at how it changes, how the static lunge test, which is in our original project, changes from before and after treatment. So we're going to have one protocol. The patients will come in for 2 sessions. The first session they'll come in, we'll take their H reflex, which is an electrode machine that you put patches on, and you have to find where the reflex is, where the nerve is, and then induce that reflex. So we'll do that, and then we'll do a treatment. We're looking at mainly soleus, a soleus treatment with a calf treatment on the Achilles, or on the posterior leg of HIVMAT, and then we will redo the test for the H reflex. They will come back within, a week, and we will do another that's set up very similarly, but this time we will do the static lunge test, which is against the wall, touching you near the wall, how far you can go, that measurement, and then they will receive HIVMAT, and then they'll be tested on it again. We only need 20 patients for this. That's the power analysis, and there will be no blinding, there will be no this group versus this group, so no control group. So we're basically looking at if HIVMAT affects them. There are a couple theories on what HIVMAT does. Some has been published improperly, but whether it is a muscle tension or a nerve issue, what you're relaxing the nerves, and then the muscle is able to relax, and you see increases in range of motion, or whether it's a lymphatic pumping and unblocking of the lymphatic system in order for the muscle to move properly. Both of these I don't know extensively into. Like I said, this has kind of just changed. Our project has just changed within the hour. So there's a lot of information for me to gather. So I'm sorry that this is a little different. If you go back to Riley's video, he talked about what we previously were planning on doing, and it just didn't seem like things were adding up. So this one is more focused. Instead of creating a more clinically applicable, which I think it still can be, but more clinically applicable, this is definitely more science-based, and it's more of a foundational study for deep oscillation therapy. There are some foundational articles that assess for theory of how it works, but those are mainly published by the manufacturer. So our goal is to hopefully create some kind of different study that's done separately and that can explain exactly what HIVMAT's doing for what we're more interested in, which is sports-related injuries. And increasing range of motion. There's been some stretching articles done and projects done here and at other places, but we are kind of looking at something a little different, and doing more on the foundational rather than the treatment. But this project, if we find results, can really clarify a lot with deep oscillation therapy and what's going on with it. So please, if you have any questions, comment below, and I'm excited to get started. Thanks, guys.